Hello, Friday Sews community. This is episode 5, and my name is Karen. Last week, I finished my upcycle. I'm wearing it now. So if you guys remember, this shirt used to have a collar. I took a blouse. Yeah, you know what? Let me show you because I have another one. I'm going to do the same thing. So I took a blouse, much like this one, with a collar. You guys know Coldwater Creek, right? At least people in the States. And it was a long sleeve blouse I used to wear to work. So this one looked identical to this with the long sleeves. And I took a Christmas t-shirt, almost identical to this one, except in red with long sleeves. And I basically picked everything apart. And the reason I picked everything apart instead of just cutting it is because both of these shirts were a little small and I wanted to save as much fabric as possible. So I went ahead and picked both of those shirts apart and then married them together to come up with another shirt like this. So if you see, it's got the front, that's a blouse, and the rear is the shirt. And what's great about this is it's so much more comfortable than it was before. So I also added on the little red trim from the shirt, and I had to give myself more room in the sleeves as well because that was a little tight. So I just added this this little V of the t-shirt there to really give me some room. So I super like this. It was a really fun project, and I'm glad this was my first upcycle, and I would have never done it except for the upcycle challenge that is due October 31st. So you guys get a sneak peek of it, but I'll be posting pictures on Instagram as well. So that's what I accomplished last week. And like I said, I do have another shirt that I may or may not work on the same kind of idea next week. I thought with this one I'd actually do a little tutorial, kind of a step-by-step do-it-yourself playback on how I did it, now that I know what mistakes I made and how to perfect them. So I thought that would be fun. Not sure I'm going to get to it because there's another freaking challenge. I love this. I get so hooked on these things. And this one is the Play, Romp, Jumper, Jump. I can't really remember the name. It's something like that. I'm sure somebody knows what it is, but I do too. I just don't remember offhand. So the challenge is to create a jumper by, I believe it's October 26th. So that doesn't give me much time, and I thought I'd work on it right away. To that extent, I have a plan. I had a plan, and I'll tell you in a moment why it might have changed. So I have this M8288, this really cool McCalls jumpsuit pattern that I bought a while ago, and I've been daring to try because I've never made a jumpsuit before. So I think I'm going to use this pattern. But why I'm hesitating is I was watching some of the other Friday Sews from last week or the week before, I can't remember, and this name kept coming up, Tilly and the Buttons. Now here in the States, I'm not quite as familiar with Tilly and the Buttons as maybe people in the UK are. Well, okay, I've never heard of them, to tell you the truth. And then I saw somebody with a book about Tilly and the Buttons. Apparently, Tilly Walnuts. This is it. So obviously I bought the book because it had some really pretty pictures inside, but literally I had no idea that this book was a pattern book as well. So if anybody is interested in a book this wide, you should definitely check this out because these are amazing patterns. First of all, they're contained right in the book. I have a Bertha cardigan, a Sophia trousers and dungarees for people in the States. Yes, I know dungarees are really overalls, right? So had to learn that one too, right? And then this one is the pajamas. And what is so awesomely cool about this book is their instructions. So look at this. These instructions are literally step by step with pictures. And to me, that's unbelievable. I just have started sewing and I use the Big 4 patterns, which, you know, those instructions are pretty hard to read sometimes for a beginning sewer. When I found this book and opened it when it came in the mail, I was shocked to find all the goodness inside. So I'm definitely hooked on this Tilly and the Buttons, which brings me to a decision I have to make now. So here I had the McCalls Big 4 jumper, or if you notice on the cover, those dungarees. Now, somebody from the UK, please tell me if dungarees are considered a jumper. I sort of think they are. I'm not quite sure, but I really like the dungaree pattern they have in the book. The unfortunate thing about it, though, is that, see, here's the dungarees. They're actually the pants, and it says, here's where the issue is, the pattern sizing. So unfortunately, my size, and again, I had no idea that this was a pattern book, so I'm certainly not complaining. I just like the pictures. The size for the biggest size is 48 inches for the bust. I'm a 44, so that's fine. And 51 inches for the hips, and that's where we have an issue. I'm 54 in the hips. So if I choose this pattern, I am not really good at changing, especially this direction. Longer is easier. I'm not really good at changing the width, so I'm not quite sure I'm ready for this for a competition, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at the pattern to see if I can figure it out. Because how cool would that be? So here are my two choices. Now, what fabric I'm gonna use? Well, I've had this fabric forever, and this is absolutely adorable. It's kind of a different pattern. I had intentions of making something I could wear in the garden, and what better idea than to make a jumper or a romper out of it. Something you can wear anywhere that's really comfortable. So here's a close-up look. It's got these really nice colors. There's birds and bird cages and flowers, and I thought it would be really cute because I could wear any of these colors underneath, like the blues and the pinks. I could wear a t-shirt. Oh wow, I could almost wear the shirt I'm wearing now, right? But so this is what I was thinking. I love it. I love this fabric, and I think it would be perfect for the project. But I also have never made a jumper before, so I wonder if I should start. Well, there's actually two problems. One, this is more of a heavier fabric. This is actually quilting cotton. And this pattern, it looks like that's a pretty light, flowy kind of a jumper. And in fact, they recommend cotton blends, gauze, linen, and knits. So that's not quite the right fabric for that pattern. I'm sure the Tilly and the Buttons, I love saying that name, pattern would be perfect for that fabric. But I also have this other fabric that I got in a mystery box. It's a wee bit of stretchy, so that would, and look at the flow. I mean, this is just so much better with the flow. And it's a really beautiful dark blue. I really like this. I got two pieces of it, and I definitely think I have enough fabric to make this jumper. So I'm gonna have to make a decision, and by the time you guys watch this, I might have already decided. So I'm not sure if it would be great to hear you guys' opinion in case I haven't made it, but I'm actually leaning towards, gosh, I can't make both, can I? Oh, wow. Okay. I might make both. I don't know if I have enough time for that, but I think I'm gonna start with this one with the blue, just because it's so much easier, because this pattern actually fits me. It's this one goes up to this is from 26 to 32 wide, so definitely this one fits me. So I might start with that to give myself some encouragement to see if I can make a jumper, and then go on to Tilly and the buttons. But I'm definitely going to make it in the future. But yeah, I think that's all I had for this week, and I can't wait to see what everybody else is planning for the next week, and also what they've sewn. Talk to you later. Thanks.